final round. One golden ticket to the Rugby World Cup and one last chance for the runner-up to stay in the race. In Colombo, Sri Lanka clash with the UAE. In Incheon, Korea take on Hong Kong, China. Who will rise? And who will keep the dream alive?
Good afternoon, rugby fans, and for the final match of the Men's Asia Rugby Championship.
Game on!
And Joy gets it up, contested nicely from Hong Kong, but it's on the Korean side. And they've got the collision in the midfield there from Vanderschmidt. So Evitable finds Luke Vanderschmidt. A little bit of a gap and a great offload to Tom Hill. Has he got the legs? He reaches out and a lot of pressure here from Korea, but it's opened up.
There's a danger man, he's got lots of gas.
He's got all the gas.
That stays in.
Oh! Great hands. Oh, really well taken there. Let's go quickly here from James Sawyer. Zach Cinnamon in a bit of space. Hong Kong, China set quite narrowly here. Here's Laidler. Finds Evitable. Ball goes to ground, but big Tom Hill finds a bit of space. And he gets it out wide to Harry Sayers, who's back inside to Evitable, who stretches out, and does he get it? Laidler gets to Vanderschmidt, good hands. Hill with a bit of feet. Pops that one down to Sawyer. And they drive off the back of the lineup. Vanderschmidt finds the ball, bumps one off, goes himself. And he reaches out and he does enough to get it.
All teams ready?
$80 minutes, that's all that stands between one of these teams and the 2027 Rugby World Cup. This is the moment that shapes the future of Asia Rugby, that determines who will be Asia's second ever team to join the world's elite on rugby's biggest stage. Welcome to Namdong Asiad Stadium in Incheon, where the 2025 Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship reaches its climax. It's Game 6 between Hong Kong, China and Korea. I'm Ashton Hyde, and joining me is a local Korean rugby pundit, Nick Goodman. Welcome, Nick.
Welcome, Ash. Thanks for that great introduction, really setting the scene here. Exciting day for rugby in Korea. Perfect conditions, late 20s, probably about 28 degrees. Gentle breeze on the pitch, which will cool these players down, and a good crowd building here. It's an exciting day.
It really is an awesome part of Asia Rugby to come down here to Incheon and witness two of these great teams going head to head. Now, South Korea's path in this ARC, it has been a bumpy and unpredictable one. They opened with a narrow 38-34 win over Sri Lanka in Colombo, a 9-try thriller that could have gone either way. And then just when momentum seemed to be building, they suffered that disappointing loss to UAE just a couple weeks ago. Now, Hong Kong, on the other hand, they arrive as defending champions, having won the last 5 Asia Rugby Championships. And their tournament's been solid. They've had a 43-10 victory over the UAE in Dubai, and then that dominant performance over Sri Lanka down there at Kai Tak.
Yeah, Hong Kong, China have rolled through this tournament like a juggernaut so far, so they'll be a very formidable opponent.
Field of play had only forwards around it.
and didn't trust them. Tarinder Ratwata now to Gowda. Gowda, lovely ball from Gowda off the floor. Lovely floated ball to Heshan Jansen. Jansen is under the post. Sri Lankan crowd. This man has been good so far, Jang Hyangju. Nice flat pass. Cutting back infield, and that's a lovely offload. Brilliantly done that time by Jeong Yong-suk. And the
has been stopped. Saki Nassau has come through on a heading run. And not rolling away, advantage given there to the UAE. Ball's gone out the back. And try has got men out wide everywhere. It's a numbers game here. And it will be finished off by Max Denmark in the...
Lee throws a nice pass, and it's the big tight head. He'll go over, and they've won another penalty, so they're playing under advantage now. Simple on the wraparound, fries a big wide pass out to Naisal, and the UAE will go in the corner.
That's better from Sri Lanka as the vice captain gets it off the back. Zubair with a big wide ball across to Ika Nayaka, and he's the danger man. Great offload to Bendetta. Bendetta goes himself. Oh, how good is that, Bendetta? Try time under being played, so it's free ball here for Worley. Worley chips one over for himself. Does great to get that back, pulls it in, and Eltia has got a bit of pace and a good flick pass out the back. Big Tommy Hill gets it back into Worley.
Rugby Emirates Men's Championship 2025.
Welcome to Game 6 of the Hong Kong China versus South Korea in the Asia Rugby Men's Emirates Championship. As we can see the table here, Hong Kong sit at the top with 10 points from 2 strong victories with a staggering 104 positive points difference. South Korea sit on the table with 7 after that single victory offset by that defeat to the UAE. Now, if Hong Kong win or draw today's game, they will be crowned champions for the 6th consecutive time and qualify directly to the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Here is the Hong Kong starting lineup. We have danger men Matt Worley and also Harry Sayers on the wings. They will be looking to get ball in hand. Also, Paul Eltia had a man of the match performance in Kai Tak last week.
Yeah, formidable opposition there. For the Koreans, they'll be captained by their loose head prop, Na Kwan Young, a solid tight head scrummager who gets himself around the park well. And they've also got some dangerous attacking threats out wide in Chang, Jong and Jang at the back. Conditions good for open running rugby today.
So there is everything to play for here today. As we saw previously, the current point standing, Hong Kong sit at top of the table with 10 points. But the match yesterday, Nick, between UAE and Sri Lanka, an absolute nail-biter, with the UAE taking that one out 29 points to 21. That puts them into second place. What that means is South Korea have a do-or-die match in front of them here today. If they win, they get 11 points, and then it will all come down to bonus points. So you get a bonus point if you score 4 or more tries, or if you lose within 7. Now please note, if the championship points at the end of today are tied, it will be whoever wins the head-to-head clash. So that would be Korea if they win this game. If Korea lose this game, it drops them to 3rd place, and UAE go on to take the challenge against South Africa 2 for that final spot in the Rugby World Cup. It is all on here today, Nick.
Yeah, an exciting match and prospect between these two sides. Great conditions for it too. So Korea have attacked very well in this championship so far, scoring 11 tries, but their defence has been equally porous and they've conceded 11. But as you mentioned, there's no point in dying wondering today. They've just got to keep rolling the dice, back their attack, and hope they get enough points on the board to take this.
Couldn't agree more there, Nick. It all comes down to who's going to turn up today. All the emotion is coming out. The fans are building up nicely. We've got a lot of people tuning in on the live stream. It is going to be an epic clash.
Definitely set up to be a good one. Hong Kong, China have looked pretty formidable throughout this tournament. Looked like a well-balanced side, capable of dominating up front, and then they've got a good strike force out the back. As you mentioned, Matt Worley, a prolific try scorer. Got some Will Jordan-like stats there.
I think he's got 16 tries out of the last 15 games for Hong Kong. He is a try-scoring machine. But Andrew Douglas has put out a full-strength side today. And what's even more exciting is the bench that they've got. They've got the guys like Luke Vanderschmidt and the Sevens exponent Max Denmark, who is an incredible athlete, coming off the bench and coming up against a tired South Korean team. So look out for those two.
Yeah, I was interested to see Vanderschmidt on the bench after scoring a hat-trick last week. It's a tough call.
It is a tough call, and those are the tough calls you have to make in these big games. But I think they really like the impact and the explosiveness that he brings off the bench. He adds another facet to that last 30 minutes of the game, and I'm sure he'll be having a point to prove today.
I'm sure he will. For Korea, it'll be the men out wide they'll turn to. Chang Yong-hun, who's played in the Japan top league for the Shining Arcs, famously scored a try against Wales in the Sevens World Cup. And out on the other wing, John Yong-shik, who's another Sevens flyer who's scored many times out here. Also scored against the All Black Sevens over in Tokyo, so he's got plenty of pace.
I've been really impressed with John Yong-shik, his ability to have ball in hand and create space. But we see now both teams coming out. Josh Hurstich leading the Hong Kong side, and Na Kwan Young for the South Koreans, as these teams line up for their respective national anthems.
양팀 선수단이 경기장에 입장하고 있습니다. 뜨거운 박수로 환영해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 이제 대한러비협회 심영복 회장님과 아시아 러비연맹
We'll just have the dignitaries out onto the field. We've got the president of Asia Rugby and the Korean Rugby Union and the Hong Kong China Rugby Union out to greet the players on this special day for rugby in Asia.
A highly anticipated fixture that both of these teams have been building to for a number of years now.
Last match in 2018 World Cup, 2022 World Cup qualifier was an absolute thriller out here. I believe you were involved in that one, Ash.
I certainly was. It was a very difficult contest. We made it very hard on ourselves, the Hong Kong side. We've got the world record for the quickest ever red card from Charles Hickson Smith on the wing. Down to 14 men for the entirety of the game, and it came down to a last-minute conversion there from Gregor McNeish to get us into that repechage.
Yeah, it was a thrilling contest, and I guess that reflects the need for these players to play the game and not the occasion today. Keep their composure and go back to what they've been working hard on over the last 3 weeks.
That's exactly right. Anything can happen in a game of rugby, and it's all who turns up on the day. So let's now listen through to these national anthems.
We apologize. This song is for national anthems of People's Republic of China. 이어서 대한민국 국가 연주가 이어지겠습니다. 모두 전광판에 있는 태극기를 바라봐 주시기 바랍니다. And now the national anthem of Korea Republic.
In just moments, we will discover whether Korea's home advantage and desperate desire to win can overcome Hong Kong's championship experience. Whether we're about to witness a historic Korean victory or whether the defending champions can deliver when it matters most.
Yeah, it'll be imperative for Korea to get off to a good start today. The last two matches they've played here, they were down 17-0 after 10 minutes against Zimbabwe. Fought back to lose narrowly, 27-22. Then last week again, down 14-0 after about 20 against the UAE, and had to climb back into that match as well.
We have a fully Japanese officiating team today. The man on the whistle, Ibuki Tetsuka, and on the sidelines, Koki Yamauchi and Tetsuya Harakawa. The teams are ready. The crowd is set. The 2027 Rugby World Cup awaits the winner. This is South Korea versus Hong Kong, China for the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship.
It'll be Kim Ki-min to get us underway for Korea.
And it's all on here. A great take from Mark Pryor. Herstich gets an early touch in this contest. Coombs back to the blind side through McCullough. Pryor finds Sawyer. Oh, that's a good run from James Sawyer. Getting into their work early through Famita. Pick and go from the captain. Oh, great little out the back there from Coombs. But Sayers puts a foot in touch. So it's going to be an early line out here.
So they were actually playing under penalty advantage. So we'll go back for the early offside from the Koreans. A little bit eager from the defence and got ahead of the offside line there.
So first penalty awarded here to Hong Kong. They get a chance to clear their lines through Deteri. Set a nice attacking opportunity in the Koreas around their 50.
Yeah, discipline will be key for Korea here. If they give Hong Kong, China easy entries into their territory, they've shown their line-out's been a real weapon for them.
Post finds his target at the back of the line-out, and they set the maul. That's worked so well for them in this tournament already. They've got a good rumble on here as Post is in control at the back. Use it's the call, but it's still going forward. So they're happy to keep this one in until Coombs gets it out a little bit wider. Worley with a bit of space, goes himself, Worley, Matt Worley. Oh, he could be in here on the corner. Matt Worley in 2 minutes scores for Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, brilliant strike move off that rolling ball from Hong Kong, China there. Matt Worley goes in for his 16th or 17th try.
I think that's 17 tries in 16 matches, but look at the gas of Matt Worley. He's just so quick, and if you give him that outside shoulder, he'll skin you all day. That's brilliant from Matt Worley.
Korean defenders were quite narrow there, and the inside backs for Hong Kong China did a good job of picking them off, finding the danger man Worley, passed right out in front of him, so he didn't need to slow down at all. Clinical start by Hong Kong China.
Andrew Douglas will be happy with how his men have started this contest already. First set piece attacking play gets the result, and Nate Terry pushes that one through the sticks from the sideline. It's 7, plays nil.
Lovely strike there from Terry.
He strikes the ball very well, does Nathan Terry. He has been a really impressive piece of this Hong Kong China side. Originally played a lot of his rugby at fullback until moving into his now familiar position of 10, and he really controls this back line nicely for Hong Kong China. Worley clears that nicely. A line out around the same spot, but this time it's Korea's throwing.
Be an important facet of this game. Korea have had their struggles with the line out of late, but they really need to nail this and get back into the game.
Kim throws this one in, but it's stolen at the front there from Hong Kong China. Chapman. Coombs throws this one back, and Terry puts a massive up and under in for his wingers to chase. But it's well taken there from Chang. Ha Jae-jun gets it to Kim. Cross there to Lee. Strong ball carry in the midfield from the tight head prop, Lee. Sawyer does his best to slow that one down, but Korea managed to get that away, and they're happy to play out in these wide channels. They've got danger men out there. Plenty of pace across this Korean back line. They get this one out wide again. It's good phase play here from Korea. And they're awarded the penalty for not rolling away. A good win for South Korea early on.
Yeah, managed to hold the ball through some multiple phases there. And as you mentioned, not afraid to play to the width. So opportunity for them to get themselves back into the game. Keeman goes deep down towards the 22.
First real attacking opportunity here for the South Koreans. Let's see what they can put together.
First job will be to win this line out.
Kim Jeep finds Huang, gets it across. Kim and Park. Oh, that's a good line there from the fullback, Jang. Ha gets it across to Park. And they've got numbers on here, South Korea, if they can get a bit of width. Counter ruck there, and Pryor snaffles that one away, gets it to Coombs. Coombs punches this one down the field, and there's heaps of real estate back there. Will the ball hold up? It's rolling through, and just a bit too much on that for Coombs, so they'll come back for the scrum.
It's a huge punt from Coombs, unfortunately too big after some good work in there by Post with the counter ruck. There we see him in number 2 there, shifting the big body.
Yeah, he's an absolute workhorse, is Alex Post, doing the not-so-seen stuff really well. Creating that turnover for his team, but small error there from Coombs. Brings a scrum back to about 30 out from the Hong Kong line. This will be an interesting battle up front. Both of these teams have been dominant in their previous games in scrum time.
Yeah, key contest here. Na Kwon Yong, the Korean loose-head and captain's been a destructive scrummager throughout this tournament. Great attacking opportunity here for Korea. Options left and right.
It's a solid set piece to start as Ha looks to go back to the blind side through Kim. Oh, gets that one nicely. And it goes to Chang. Chang puts his head down. Ha finds Lee. Slow ball here from the Koreans. Kim pops that one back through. Oh, this is nice now. Park. Oh, in the wide channels.
Going back to an earlier infringement. Hong Kong, China offside there. So it'll be interesting to see what Korea do here. They've got an opportunity right in front of the post.
Yeah, it'll be a good tell of what their mindset is. Are they looking to rack up points? They've got an easy 3 on offer here, and it looks like they're going to do exactly that as Jang Hwang-gu points to the poles.
Yeah, sensible option, get themselves on the board. They turned down a couple of very kickable penalties in the last match that cost them.
Oh, happy with this option. It's their first real chance in the Hong Kong China 22. If they can come away with points, it's a massive win to get the momentum started in this contest. No errors there. It's Hong Kong China 7 playing Korea's 3. Just over 9 minutes played.
Good option there by Kim Ki-min from the kickoff to go deeper. Got themselves a line up towards halfway and then put together some nice phases to create the pressure to create that opportunity for Jang.
한국팀 15번 선수가 페널티킥을 성공해 3점을 득점했습니다.
Skill level out there so far has been strong. Both of these teams being able to build phases. Terry gets this one back underway as Hwang finds it just up by the 22. Strong carry there from Jang. Ha finds Kim. Punches this one down in search for touch, but doesn't find it. And the captain, Hurstich, gets met in a really strong tackle there from Jang. Terry has to go into halfback, finds Famitau. They rush up on him well. Worley. Coombs gets this one down to Axton Barrett, who puts a nice little kick in. This one's rolling really nicely here for Hong Kong China, making it difficult for Kim, but he covers nicely. And he's only got one option, and he pushes it into touch. Doesn't get much territory on that, so it's a Hong Kong China line out in the 22. Another really strong attacking opportunity here, Nick.
Yeah, definitely good vision there from Axton Barrett. Noticed that Chang hadn't dropped back on his wing after the earlier tackle, and good piece of skill execution to find the space there. So this is a real danger moment for Korea.
You see Josh Hurstich sitting up there as halfback. You would imagine they're going to look to drive this one, and that's exactly what they do. As Post looks to take control of this at the back of the maul. And they get the advantage. Post picks himself to Coombs, but the ball gets left behind. So they'll come back for the offside advantage And it's another opportunity here for Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, Hong Kong China's line-out platform's been a real weapon for them throughout this competition, either through the drive or to launch well-constructed starter plays.
The likes of Patrick Jenkinson and Mark Pryor, both really strong line-out components. Alex Post, he controls it really well at the back as he's scored a number of tries off the back of that driving maul for Hong Kong in the past.
Well read by the Korean defenders there though. So they've managed to snuff out that initial threat, but still under a lot of pressure down here.
So South Koreans have a man down here. He's back up onto his seat now, so that's a better sign.
It's been a frenetic start to this match, lots of ball and play time, so the players are just taking the opportunity to get a few deep breaths.
It's Park Gyun-yu who's taken the knock. Hopefully nothing too major.
Maybe threw himself quite bravely into that tackle, but I think he might have just got his head on the wrong side.
Just taking their time to make sure he's all right. I would imagine he'll be going off for an HIA just to get that checked out.
Yeah, we've got the medical team coming on the field now to attend to him. Korea will replace Park with the experienced Kim Namok. He played a great cameo in the first match of the tournament, came off the bench and won the man of the match against Sri Lanka as the crowd applaud Park.
So now Hong Kong China have the option here. Do they try and put the foot on the throat, push this one down into the corner and let that rolling maul go again? And it seems to be what Tatiri wants to do. So I'd imagine there's only one option that they're looking for here. As Post sets this one quickly, finds Jenkinson, and they set the maul nicely. And the drive is rumbling on here. Post has got it in the back. There is another advantage again. Hong Kong China really strong in this area, and they get it across the line. It's try time for Post.
Yeah, once again, clinical execution from the Hong Kong China pack. Those line-outs, drives have been a real feature of their tournament so far. I noticed that Post is also has a high try scoring to game ratio. I think that's number 18 from 22 starts for him.
Yeah, he's the most capped player out there for Hong Kong China, and a large portion of those tries have came right off the back of that driving maul.
So Korea will really need to tighten up their discipline. Any easy entries into the 22, they'll get picked off.
Alex Post, he was born in Hong Kong and he played all the way through the national age grade programs. He's now playing for Richmond in the RFU Championship. Also recently became a father. So a big shout out to the Post family, who I'm sure tuning in.
Another lovely strike there from Tatiri. Pushes them out to a 14 points to 3 lead. Another sluggish start from Korea. So they really need to hold themselves back into this game.
Kim Ki-min pushes this one down, and McCullough fumbles that one into touch. So that's a better restart there from the Koreans.
Yeah, good pressure coming through. Gives them an opportunity to set a platform just outside the 22. He's varied his restart options well so far, Kim Ki-min.
He's good off the boot, is Kim. And that's just the restart they're looking for. But off the back of the line out, Mark Pryor comes pounding through and puts so much pressure on Jae June.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be overly happy with the protection or lack thereof from his pack.
This bang. Whenever a lock forward gets an opportunity like that on a halfback, they don't take any backward steps, and it's a good challenge there from Jenkinson, so it lands back on the Hong Kong China side. Pryor has to step in to play half, finds Famita. Coombs. And Terry puts this one to the skies. Altier. Oh, that lands on the Korean side. But it's loose ball, and it's a small knock on there from the Koreans. So we'll settle things back down with the scrum.
Fortuitous bounce there for Korea initially, but unfortunately they couldn't capitalise off it. We knock on there.
So the first scrum contest, pretty even up front. Both teams looking to hold their ground. First put in here for Hong Kong China.
Yeah, very stable first scrum. So we see that ball just knocked on the ground there.
It's a physical contest in this heat here today.
Sitting around about 32 degrees out in Incheon.
Coombs gets this one in. Another solid platform there. But Hong Kong China rumble this one up, and they manage to get the penalty. That's 1-0 there for the Hong Kong scrum.
Yeah, great work by the Hong Kong 8 there. Gives them another opportunity to get an entry into Korea's territory and use that line-out weapon again.
Sunette Famitao just managing to get the better of Lee Huang-soo.
So, what do Korea do here? They might have to get up and try and compete. Stopping the maul hasn't been fruitful so far.
Post gets that one into Jenkinson, and they set the ball once more. And it's slowly moving, but Coombs is looking to play this one away. Has a little dab himself, finds Hill. Nice little offload to Herstich, but it doesn't go to hand. Offside's the call from Tetsuka. So another penalty. 25 metres out. Another opportunity for Hong Kong to attack off the back of.
And Herstich straight away points to the touchline, so they'll go line out again. It's worked well for them so far, so why not just continue? Yeah, keep doing it until it doesn't work.
Once again, Herstich sets up in that number 8 position, so they're mauling. Post got this one in the back. Splintered away. There's Coombs. Gets that one to Hill. Axton Barrett holds it up nicely. Altier swings that one across. But it's a double blast on the whistle from Ibuki Tetsuka. He wants to have a chat. There's too many penalties in this critical area here for Hong Kong, for Korea.
Yeah, that's several in a row now for Korea. They really need to tighten up their discipline if they want to keep playing with their full complement on the field. Na Kwon Young just having a word to his boys.
Such a difficult position to defend from, 5 metres from your own line. Against the line out that is operating as well as Hong Kong China's is.
Acres of space out here if the backs get it, but they're going to go through the forwards.
That one sets but goes to ground. Herstich couple of metres out. Hong Kong China happy to muscle it in close as Mark Pryor puts his head down. Post, looking for a double, comes up short. Hurstich fighting to get this one back. And it's another penalty and a double blast, so he's going to the pocket. It's a yellow card.
Yeah, Korea had been warned, but it's just this relentless pressure coming through from Hong Kong China.
And it's the replacement, Kim Na-mok, who has to take the spell for 10 minutes. So it's 14 plays 15 with South Korea right on their own goal line.
Just went straight down there.
You have to say the momentum so far is well and truly with the away side.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tough position to defend from here. 5 metres out from your line, a back line member short.
They've got options both ways, but first things first, the South Korean team needs to front up here at scrum time. And this one is shifting to the left. It's a good march here from Hong Kong China, and Hurstich dots that one down as easy as you like. Josh Hurstich, the captain, gets his try.
Yeah, powerful shunt there by the Hong Kong China pack and good control at the back by Hurstich. Using his soccer skills, the man from Petone originally.
Yeah, Famitau, Post and Chapman up front have already got into a barrel of work in this contest so far. 20 minutes gone, 19 plays 3, kick to come.
Team Hong Kong China scores 3 points with a penalty kick.
So far, all Hong Kong China, they've been clinical in their execution.
죄송합니다. 정정하겠습니다.
Another lovely strike there from Deteri. Pushes the score up, 21 playing 3.
5점을 득점했습니다. Number 8 from Hong Kong China scored a try and scored 5 points.
Korea will really need to dig deep now.
10번 선수가 컨버전 킥을 성공해 2점을 추가
Down a man
득점했습니다. Number 10
with
from
Kim
Hong Kong China
Na-mok in the bin, probably for about another 7 or 8 minutes.
This is a do-or-die match here for South Korea. If they're unable to come away with the win today, it means the UAE will finish second on the log and get their place through to the Africa 2 playoff for that last ticket to the Rugby World Cup. They've got everything to play for as Kim pushes this one deep. And McCullough gets that one nicely to Coombs, who clears his own lines and pushes play past the 50.
Korea haven't had a lot of ball or territory of late. Important they secure this line out and work through some phases.
They need someone to spark something here, does South Korea. That's a better line out this time as Ha gets it across to Lee. Oh, massive collision there on Lee. Really strong defensive effort here from Hong Kong China. Park carries this one up nicely. It's better there. No, pushes this one back to Kim, and he punches it into the air for Worley to run onto. But it's great defense there from Lee. Coombs gets this one wider to Hill. Oh, back on the inside there, Sawyer. And McCullough fakes and goes himself. Axton Barrett with that educated boot, crossfield kick over there to Post. Post with a bit of space, goes back on the inside. Eltier, and he's got Worley outside him, doesn't need him. Paul Eltier skins him, and he can go in himself. Paul Eltier with a brilliant try.
Yeah, great piece of footwork there from Eltier to finish this off. Scored a hat-trick last week in a man-in-the-match performance, and showed his lethal finishing ability there. Links well with post. Poor old Kim Ki-min left one-on-one with the winger.
So difficult to defend a 2-on-1 with guys with this sort of pace. But how impressive was Post there in the wide channel for a front row forward to pull that kick in, draw his man, and then find Paul Altier. Really good work there from Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, great skill execution from the hooker initially. Built on the back of some nice phase play. They really have turned up today, Hong Kong, China.
You can see how much this means to this Hong Kong, China team as Terry punches another conversion through. That's 4 from 4 for Terry.
홍콩 10번 선수가 퍼포먼스 성공에 2점을 추가 득점했습니다. Number 10 from Hong Kong, China has succeeded conversion.
Yeah, very composed and slick so far, Hong Kong, China. Terry picking his options well and slotting his goals. Just what you want from your fly half. Good contingent of supporters have come up from Hong Kong for the match. Good to see.
It's a good atmosphere down here in Incheon. As Kim goes to the left side this time. That's well taken. And a good little offload from Hurstich. Jenkinson goes himself with a bit of space. Coombs quickly gets this one away to Deteri, who finds Axton Barrett, who pushes a great kick in. Looking for the 50-22. Does he get it? It's going to be close.
He doesn't, but they'll go back for an earlier offside penalty.
So they were playing under advantage for the offside. So it's a penalty right at the halfway.
Nice little show and go on the wide channels there from Jenkinson.
Jenkinson has got a background in sevens. He played for GB in the student grades when he was at Bath University. He's got some silky hands and he's got an engine the size of a horse. He can go all day.
Yeah, impressive for the big man, for a big man.
Terry, it's a massive kick in.
It's a great touch finder there from Terry.
Terry looking really good off the boot today. Another attacking line-out opportunity here for Hong Kong, China. As Post looks to find Sawyer at the back. They set them all nicely. And they're rumbling it through. Happy just to keep this one in. They're still going here, Hong Kong, China. Recycling it nicely. Whakitau at the back. Gets it through to Coombs. Has a little go, but gets met in a good tackle. But they're playing under advantage. So Tetsuka pulls them back for a penalty, 5 out.
Yeah, just signaling to Jang Sok-won there, pulling them all down. So I think Hong Kong China will go back to another line out. It's been a real weapon for them today. Korea still playing a man down with Kim Namuk in the sin bin.
You don't blame the Korean forward pack for pushing that penalty. The ball's driving as well as it is today. Post finds McCullough. And they set it again. And this one looks good as they rumble it up. And they get across. Post goes in for his second.
Having a day out, Alex Post latching onto the back of the ball to grab a couple of tries, but on target with his arrows at the line out and then showing his skills out in the wide channel as well.
It's been an impressive 28 minutes from Alex Post and this whole Hong Kong China forward pack. Their execution at set piece time has been clinical. And as we see this again, so hard to stop that close to the line.
Yeah, good low body position and well connected there. Can Deteri keep his perfect record off the boot?
Curls this one in nicely, does Deteri.
Yeah, nice little draw there from him.
Hong Kong, China looking really, really clinical in this performance so far.
Definitely, Korea have been restored to their full complement now with Kim Namuk back on the field, but in the space of that, Sinbin have coughed up a number of points.
Yeah, they've taken some serious damage, but now they're back to a full complement. They need to get back into this game. They need somebody to spark something, to score a try, to get down into Hong Kong, China's 22 and put some phases together. As Kim Ki-min comes back to the right side as McCullough bumps off one. Oh, a good little pass there from Sayers, who's strong and keeps the ball in play. Fami Tao. Get some length on this. Coombs shapes to box kick. Taken nicely from the fullback, finds Kim. But Worley is there to clean it. He's happy to punch this one right back down at them. Good kicking battle here. But South Korea will take them on. Met in a big collision there from Hurstich in the midfield.
Good defensive pressure by Hong Kong, China. Kick chase was well organised.
Ha puts the kick up. It's bobbled back, but really well done there by Lee to get it back on the Korean side. And they punch this one back. Now there's a scramble on. Oh, that's a really good kick there from the halfback.
Yeah, great vision and execution there from Ha Jae-jun. Puts his team into the 22, and it's a 50-22, so an opportunity here for Korea.
Yeah, that's a brilliant box kick from Ha Jae-jun. The 50-22, such an attacking weapon. First real strike here for South Korea in a number of minutes. They need to come away with something as they look for the back of the line out. But Jenkinson jumps himself, and Sawyer's got it and goes off for a bit of a run. Finds Axton Barrett, who bangs this one down. Oh, that's a lovely strike. Jang gets this one out on the full. There's too much on that for Jang. So it's going to be a Hong Kong China line out.
Yeah, unfortunate for,
out.
Sorry, unfortunate there from Jang. It was the right option. He just pulled it a little bit.
Look at that, Jenkinson getting up without the lift.
Great athleticism there from Jenkinson.
As they get the safety of the front of the line out, Coombs finds Deteri, gets it through to his captain Hurstich, who takes a big carry in the midfield. Coombs comes back short side. Deteri finds Worley. Oh, Worley, great little flick pass across there to post. And holding on is the call.
Got isolated there, so good work from the Korean defence.
That's a solid defensive effort there from Korea. It's a lovely ball. But post found it, and they were right on top of him.
Been a fast-paced start to this match, a lot of ball and play time. 32 degrees out there, so Korea just taking their time a little bit to get set here. Got trainers from both sides out, dishing out the waters.
As they need to as well. It's smeltering heat. respite. Be well taken, I imagine. That's a better clearance kick.
Yeah, didn't have much of an angle there, Jang, but he did a good job of getting his side up into Hong Kong China territory.
Kim Jeep goes over too far and post collects this one, finds Herstich. Big palm off from Herstich and just throws that one back to Deteri. They try to get some width on it, but it's too much. Oh, this has landed on the South Korean side to Jiang. It's a bit messy, but they've still got it, the South Koreans. It's on here. If Ha can get the ball away. Out the back, Kim gets it to Lee. Chang. Oh, Chang! They need to recycle this one quickly. Ha gets it to Kim. Out the back door, Lee. Making a good collision on the 22. Pick and go there from Jung. Ha gets it to his captain. Quick ball out to Kim. Oh, that's a really good pass. And he's got oh, pulled back.
Might have just drifted forward, unfortunately. Some good hands in the wide channel by Huang, I think. But yeah, unfortunately, it's gone forward.
That's much better play there from the South Koreans, looking a lot more potent with ball in hand.
Yeah, worked hard to get up, and it was Jung initially on that pass. Got them into the 22, really messy breakdown here.
Good quick hands, but that's the pass there, that's slightly forward.
Unlucky, Chang would have backed himself there one-on-one with the hooker in the wide channel.
And McCullough has taken a bit of a hit, but he's back on his feet. But he is walking a bit gingerly.
Got a sub coming on.
And Piers McKinley West is going to come in the number 20 jersey. Piers has had a great tournament so far. He made such impact for Hong Kong China against Sri Lanka within the first 5 minutes. Had a barge storming run and a lovely try. Keep an eye out on number 20, Piers McKinley West.
Good man to be able to inject just before half-time.
Absolutely. Five minutes left in this first half, which has been predominantly Hong Kong China's way so far. The occasional breakout from the South Koreans, but it's been the set-piece dominance that has favoured Hong Kong China as Coombs gets a short ball through to Hill. And he's happy to bring this to Chapman and just work up that blind side. Looking to get a bit of length on this for a box kick. Well taken there from Chung. Kim. Lee. Lee takes it to the line. Oh, it's a turnover for Hong Kong China. And Ben Axton Barrett punches this one across field. Taken well by Chang. Oh, massive collision there.
Oh, double blast from the referee too.
There might have been a bit of head-on-head contact in that collision.
They're going to go and have a look upstairs.
Never looks good. As we see Chang here taking the ball to the line. Ben Axton Barrett, yeah, it's a head-on-head. He could have done better to drop the shoulder a little bit more.
Got wrong-footed there by Chang, right at the crucial moment.
It's unfortunate. Both players there looking a bit worse for wear, getting repairs. But the TMO, Tasuka Kawahara, is going to have a look at this and make the assessment for foul play.
Good to see Chang back up on his feet. He's looked lively in the last few minutes, ball in hand. Good broken field runner.
He's a specimen of an athlete, is Chang Yong-hyun. He's a Sevens Olympian. He was also in the Netflix show, The Physical 100, Season 2, if you want to go check him out there. But good to see that he's back on his feet.
Did really well in that show, but pulled out before the end to go and play for Korea in the Asian Games.
Is that right?
Oh, and the red cards come out.
It's a red. It's a straight off red. So this is a massive turning point for this contest. Hong Kong, China will have to play the rest of the game with 14 men. This could be the turning point that South Korea need to get back in this contest.
Certainly woken the crowd up. The Daehan Minggu chants have come out.
Let's see what South Korea can do with this advantage. 4 minutes to play in this first half. They really need to capitalise here.
Yeah, essential that they score before half-time.
That one gets back onto the Hong Kong China side. Altia happy to punch this one downfield. Chang gets it to his fullback, Zhang. Quite a wobbly little kick, but a really good one there from the fullback. Another 50-22 and another opportunity here for South Korea.
Yeah, I'll give him a bit of credit there. I'll say it was a banana kick. Lovely shape on it.
Yeah, that's really nice. Really good tactical kicking there from the South Korean fullback.
Needs to be followed up with an accurate line out though.
Kim Jeep finds his target at the front. And Lee, oh, that's a good ball through to the winger. They're dangerous with ball in hand. Strong carry there from the big man, Jang. This is better here from South Korea. As it bobbles through, Jenkinson, he's on top of that. Great steal there from Patrick Jenkinson. Terry with the sensible option. But the momentum is starting to swing to the Korean way.
Yeah, excellent work over the ball there from Jenkinson, but equally not very good from the Korean cleaners. Need to show a bit more desperation there. Get over the ball and re-secure it.
They're getting their opportunities. They've just got to be a little bit more clinical as they find No at the front of the line out, but it's Messi again, and once again it's Jenkinson who pounces onto that ball. Fabi Tao. Coombs once again shapes the box. Another big high kick, and it's really hard to pull in there from Chang. And it's spilt forward into the sun. It's so difficult with those high balls. That's why Hong Kong China continue to go to the skies.
Yeah, lovely kick there by Coombs. Jang looking back over his shoulder into the sun. Couldn't pull it in. Just a short break while I think it's Post gets looked at by the trainer.
It's definitely a physical contest out there today. Post looks all right. He's back on his feet. And Hong Kong China have one last roll of the dice here in this opening spell in the Men's Asia Emirates Rugby Championship.
Their scrum's been dominant so far. Just wondering with a man down if they'll look to hold this in and scrum for a penalty.
That's a little bit messy, and the penalty goes the way of Hong Kong China. Just caught there for collapsing Lee Hyung-soo. Just pulling the scrum down.
As we hear the halftime hooter, but there'll be time for one more line out for Hong Kong, China. Terry puts them deep into the Korean 22.
You'd imagine they'll look to unleash this maul one last time here in the opening half.
Yeah, you could be getting very short odds on that at the moment. It's been a real weapon for them.
Oh, but it's well stolen there from the South Koreans as Park finds it at the back. It's been stolen though. Oh, what a work right there from Sawyer. Rips it off and goes himself. It's try time for James Sawyer.
Yeah, excellent work there from Sawyer getting through. It was initially some good work by Zhang to pick that one off for Korea, but real desperation from Sawyer.
That's a brilliant tackle and an even better steal to secure a try right on the stroke of halftime. James Sawyer, fantastic work.
Just as we were sensing a little bit of a momentum shift off the back of that red card, Sawyer's come through with a massive play. Terry
gets another. He's 6 from 6 down here today is Nathan Terry, but that's 40 minutes gone at the Men's Asia Rugby Emirates Championship. It's been a dominant performance so far from Hong Kong, China. They're up 42 points to Korea's 3. However, with that red card, the second half could be a different story here, Nick.
Yeah, it's a long way back for Korea, but they'll need to come out with the belief that they can get themselves back into this match. Be hard work in these hot conditions for Hong Kong, China, playing a man down.
Absolutely, they need to go in, go to the drawing board. I'm sure Coach Lee Mi-young-gun will be having strong words with his team, but they need to spark something in this second 40.
Coach Lee, an experienced man, spent some time down in Hong Kong, won a championship with the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Take a quick look at all the highlights, and there was plenty of them in the first 40 minutes with Matt Worley.
one golden ticket to the Rugby World Cup and one last chance for the runner-up to stay in the race. In Colombo, Sri Lanka clash with the UAE. In Incheon, Korea take on Hong Kong, China. Who will rise? And who will keep the dream alive?
Hello, I'm here with the Korea captain, Na, catching up before the game. Na, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so a big game today, the final of the Asia Rugby Emirates Men Championship. You still have a chance to qualify to Rugby World Cup. What does it mean for you to play at home in front of your crowd?
일단 홈에서 플레이하는 게 저희한테 너무 큰 의미가 있고 홈 관중이 저희한테 주는 에너지나 뭐 동기부여를 통해서 오늘 꼭 승리하려고 노력하겠습니다.
It means a lot to be here at home. The energy that home crowd will give us is a very meaningful thing. We don't have many home games, and we hope to receive that energy and achieve a win today, this afternoon.
Good stuff. So you're coming out of a tough loss 2 weeks ago against UAE at home. How was the preparation? How was the mood like in the camp coming into this game?
일단 저희 팀워크를 강화하려고 노력했고 그리고 일단 저희가 할 수 있는 저희 거에 집중해서 저희 세트피스랑 디펜스에 집중해서 준비했습니다.
We worked on teamwork and we tried to focus on what we can do and keep other things away and work on scrum and defense to refine our game.
Okay, good luck for today. A win would mean you would go to Rugby World Cup.
Yep.
So all the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm here with Josh, captain of Hong Kong, China. Josh, how are you?
Good, thank you. Very excited.
So one game away from a possible spot in the Rugby World Cup as Asia 1. How's the feeling like?
Yeah, like I mentioned, there's a lot of excitement. It's a massive opportunity for us and to go out there and enjoy ourselves and achieve something pretty special.
Good stuff. So coming in, 2 out of 2, 2 wins out of 2 matches, possibly favourites for the game. Has your preparation been any different?
Nah, we've had a good couple of days here in Incheon, some good training, but yeah, the focus has remained the same. Just concentrating on ourselves and executing our detail, and then outcomes will take care of themselves.
So you could be 80 minutes away from a spot to play in the Rugby World Cup. What's the message to your team and to the fans in Hong Kong, China?
Just a big thank you to everyone who's sent messages, supported us at Kai-Tak, and especially those who have actually travelled out here. It's been massive for the group, and to the boys, my message would be simple: it's just enjoy the occasion. It's a huge opportunity for us, and you don't get many opportunities like this in life and footy. So, just take it with both hands.
Good stuff, man. Good luck.
Cheers, appreciate it. Thank you.
And welcome back to Namdong Asiad Stadium in Incheon, where we have the second half of Game 6 between Hong Kong, China and South Korea. We have an exciting 40 minutes left of rugby action. The winner of this contest will be going to the Rugby World Cup in Australia in 2027. The first half so far has been quite dominant from Hong Kong, China, but South Korea are still looking strong with ball in hand. There was a red card to Ben Axton Barrett late in the first half. I've just had confirmation from the TMO that we are playing the international rules where red cards will be 20 minutes and then a replacement player can come back on for Hong Kong, China. So they will be back to a full complement in this second half.
Very important that Korean capitalise on this one-man advantage while they have it.
And it's taken nicely there from the number 8, Huang. Ha finds Kim. Nice big kick there from Kim, gets over the top of Herstich. He's happy to let that one go into touch and slow things down a bit.
Yeah, huge exit punt there from Kim. He's got a great boot on him. Gives them an attacking platform on Hong Kong, China's 10-metre line. Just need to get up and contest this line out.
Looks like a front row change for Hong Kong, China. Rory Cinnamon has made his way onto the field for Sunir Famitau. But that's not straight. First real error there from Alex Post.
Yeah, he was outstanding in the first half. Flawless with his line out throwing and scored a couple of tries. Got around the park well on both sides of the ball. Made some good tackles and clean outs as well as distributing and well in the wide channels.
But that ball has to go on the inside shoulder of your jumper. That one there, unfortunately, did not. So it's a early challenge here for Rory Cinnamon, the new man on the loose head prop side. Can he continue with this great dominance that Hong Kong China have had so far at set piece time? And it's a solid platform there from, oh, the ball's bobbled up. And Hong Kong China have got this. Hill is happy to play this one away. Terry finds Worley. Oh, Worley throws this one out to Eltier. Flicks that back on the inside, but can't be pulled in there from Coombs. And things starting to boil up a little bit down here.
Yeah, probably some frustration creeping in from Korea. Had a good attacking opportunity there with a numerical advantage in the back line, but unfortunately Kim Nam-ok dropped it.
So they're going back to that first knock on. So it's a midfield scrum.
Pleasant afternoon out here in Incheon. Quite a good crowd over on the side of the ground with the camera.
It's a great turnout. It's one of the most important games of rugby that has been played in Asia for a while. So much anticipation for this contest leading into this test match. It's Coombs, and it's a good driving scrum here, and they're happy to keep this one and force the penalty. Coombs finds Terry, gets it to Worley. Happy to show a little bit and flick it back up to Eltier. Looking to keep this ball alive, Hong Kong, China. Kinley West gets an early touch in the second half. Worley at first receiver finds Jenkinson, met in a massive collision by the captain. Worley punches this one over. Chang fields it nicely, playing advantage, so they'll go back for the penalty on just behind the halfway.
Korea's defensive discipline has really let them down today. Conceded a number of penalties. and which has given Hong Kong China the opportunity to kick deep into their territory and launch some devastating strikes from their line out.
You've got set-piece dominance like Hong Kong China do. You have to be so squeaky clean when it comes to these penalties, because they'll make you pay for it every single time as Terry gets this one down to the 30.
Smart play by the captain Hirstich there, held it in the back of the scrum. They're a man short in the back line, backed his pack. They came up trumped yet again.
They opt for the short line out here as post. Does better this time, but it's well contested there from Korea. Coombs does really well to pull that down, and Coombs finds a bit of space, and he's got Harry Sayers. Oh, Sayers is in. Brilliant from Coombs.
등번호 11번 홍콩 선수가
Great
세계대회
athleticism
5점을 득점했습니다. Number 11 from Hong Kong
scooped
China
up the
has
ball
golden
in a
try
forward
and
roll.
golden 5 points.
You see it here. Like a slips catcher in cricket, tumbles forward and delivers a great pass to Sayers, who's got all the pace in the world.
Yeah, no better man to have on the shoulder than Harry Sayers. He is electric with ball in hand, but the athleticism of Coombs to scoop that one, do a roll, get it up to Harry Sayers, that's brilliant.
Coombs represented Hong Kong China all through the age groups, and apparently was in the football academy as well, so obviously a good all-round athlete.
Another easy two there from Terry.
He's been immaculate off the boot today. 7 from 7 for the man who plays his rugby for the Hunter Wildfires in Australia.
He originally came to Hong Kong with the Chiefs Academy program that they had back in 2017, I believe. And he's one of the only
네,
ones
여러분
that
한국
has
선수들
stayed on
위해서 뜨거운 응원과 함성
to
부탁드립니다.
represent this Hong Kong China team. And he's been such an important figure for this group.
Yeah, very tidy and composed fly half.
As Terry is happy to clear this one away. They're playing the territory battle really well, Hong Kong China. They continually push Korea back in to their own half when they can.
Got a replacement on for Korea in 16, and Wang in Bong in the hooking role. His first duty to throw this one out.
It's a good one. South Korea go back inside to Chang. RJ June. Man, a big collision there. Really strong defense from Hong Kong China. And Sayers just manhandles. He puts a lot of pressure at ruck time. No. That's that one back to his captain, but it's advantage now when Worley gets the loose ball and goes, hey, I'll go for a little run. Why not? Man, Worley's got heaps of toe. Oh, and he links up really nicely with Harry Sayers. He's managed to play it away. McKinley West gets caught in a tackle. Quick ball here. Hill to post. Coombs, a cheeky one down the short side. Back to Sayers, puts it on the toe. And this one rolls in to the in-goal area. But it's fielded nicely there from Jung. And he does all he can to kick this one out. But it only goes about 5 meters, and it's going to be another attacking line out for Hong Kong China.
Yeah, excellent counter-attacking rugby there from Hong Kong China. Turned the ball over deep inside their 22. And some great linking and interplay. The initial incision created by Worley, who's a lovely balanced runner. We have a couple of substitutions, I think, in the front row for Hong Kong China.
Here come the cavalry. As Callum Scott and Faisal Solomon Penasea make their way to the ground, and that's a great little set piece play for Tom Hill to stroll under the sticks. Oh, that's brilliant from Hong Kong, China. Really, really
12번 홍콩 선수가 트라이를 내 5점을 득점했습니다. Number 12 for Hong Kong, China scored the try and
Tom
scored
Hill
the 5
running a
points.
great little inside line there. Steps off his right.
For all money, you think 5 metres out, they're just going to try rumble this one over, but Scott goes quickly, links with Hill, and he just slices through.
Next break now.
Keep repeating it, but the line-out strikes from Hong Kong, China have been excellent today and throughout this tournament.
Yeah, it's a well-polished outfit, Hong Kong, China. You can see that they've put the work in on the practice field. As the scoreline just continues to tick over.
And the officials are just actually going to review something here. So Tatiri will have to wait for a minute.
Tasoko Kawahara upstairs in the TMO box just wants to have a little look at this try. Just making sure there was no infringements in the lead up to Hill getting over. It looks like they have pulled them up for something.
So we'll go all the way back into the 22.
Ibuki Tetsuka just explaining what happened on field. Hard to see just yet what the call was.
A reprieve there for Korea. Gives them the opportunity to get out of their territory.
I would imagine it must have been an offside call for Tom Hill, not being back the 10 as the line-out was still formed. That's all I can think.
Yeah, I agree. Good call.
It could be. But a sigh of relief there for South Korea.
And now bringing on Lee Jae-won in number 18. He'll be replacing Lee Hyun-soo. Gets a warm round of applause from this Korean crowd.
He's got to do a lot of work as Patrick Jensen puts a whole lot of pressure on. Scott gets this one away to Hurstich. Solomon Penasea gets his first touch. Hill. Holds that nicely for Scott. Oh, Faisal Solomon Penasea. Happy to get into his work with his second kick. Running really straight and hard lines here. Rory Cinnamon finds himself out wide. And a good collision there from the captain, Nah. Kinley West. Hurstich. Another big collision there from No.
And Hong Kong playing under penalty advantage now.
Kinley West trucking this one up. Worley tries to pop this one back in. It's all a little bit messy, but they're going to go back for that penalty.
Yeah, one of the Korean defenders tackled a man without the ball.
Desperation stuff down here.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Very kickable position. Captain Josh Hurstich has some words. Just wants to clear a couple things up with Tesuka, the referee.
It'll be Tatiri, who Goes for this line-out option again. Another great strike from him. Puts Hong Kong China about 8 to 10 metres out from the South Korean line.
And an exciting substitution now. Matt Worley leaves the field for Max Denmark. A fan favourite, Max Denmark. He's massive.
Watched him score a number of tries out here in the sevens shirt for Hong Kong China.
Absolutely a component of that sevens program. Hong Kong China put so much effort into as they start to get a real rumble on here. Hong Kong China are looking dangerous. Another infringement from South Korea. Penalty after penalty, letting them down.
Relentless pressure here from Hong Kong China, and Korea just being forced into penalties, really. It's been a number in a row though, so they'll have to be careful that they don't end up with a man in the bin.
I think Hurstich is making that clear to the referee. Opportunity for this line out to get rolling. Scott is there quickly with the ball. Oh, it's just a cheeky quick one at the front there to Hurstich. They rip this one through. McKinley West is close. Ball's available. Pryor looking strong, Mark Pryor. They're about a metre out, but they managed to get across the line, and it is the captain, Josh Hurstich, for his second. Too big, too strong.
Good reward there for Hurstich. He's worked hard today on both sides of the ball. Clever line-out play from him to set it up. Opted for the no jump.
홍콩 선수가 크라이들의 5점을 득점했습니다.
Composure and discipline with the pick and goes. The big man goes over.
They've been impressed with the variety that they've been using, Hong Kong China, at line-out time. They've got that driving weapon. Then they do little things like that, quick ones at the front. That last try disallowed from Tom Hill had Scott peeling around the edge. It just makes it so difficult to defend for South Korea. Another good cheeky one from Nate
홍콩 10번 선수가 선거전 킥을 성공해 2점을 추가 득점했습니다. Number 10 from Hong Kong China successfully
prettiest of strikes, but does the job.
Ugly but effective. Eight from 8 off the boot from Deteri. Having a day out in Incheon.
Really impressive kicking performance.
So Kim Kim-in looking to go deep this time. Finds Deteri.
Hurstich able to truck this one outside the 22. Barreled into touch, and that's a win there for South Korea.
Yeah, good work from the Korean defence there. Gives them an opportunity just outside Hong Kong China's 22.
He's a hard man put down, Josh Hurstich. But now, big Luke Vanderschmidt, the Namibian ball, the wrecking ball is coming onto the field in number 19.
What a man to bring on in the last 20 minutes. This powerful ball carrier. Scored a hat-trick last week.
Korea doing nicely in that line out, working at Kim, gets it to No, and then the captain Nah with a strong ball carry. They get it back. Oh, great width here. One, got a bit of space. Shut down quickly though. Pulled it out the back. Kim to Lee. Lee gets it wide. Oh, they opt to do the little kick through. Oh, the chase is on. The ball beats them into touch.
Yeah, good option there from Kim Namuk. Unfortunately, just overcooked it a little bit. Looked up, noticed that Hong Kong China had covered them on the drift, but had left the backfield open. Just needed to keep that one in.
I like the option. It definitely was on. And when you've got speedsters like Jung Yun-suk, the Sevens Olympian, running onto that ball. But here's Luke Vanderschmidt's first touch. To Terry. Happy to get this one off the park. Get out of their danger zone.
More subs rolling on. It'll be number 17 for Korea, Jae Ho-young.
Joseph Barker comes on, the 23 jersey. I believe that is the replacement for Ben Axton Barrett's red card. So they're back to a full complement now, Hong Kong China.
And Na Kwon-young, the captain, off for the Koreans.
It's a good line up there as Lee gets this one wide now. Oh, this is better here from Korea. Oh, they link it nicely, and Chang's in the corner. Oh, it's try time for South Korea.
Yeah, excellent work from the Korean back three there, combining down this left-hand flank.
That's how dangerous they can be when they get it right. A lovely line-out option at the front, and then really good interplay through the midfield to put Chang away in the corner.
Yeah, good work initially from Chun Young Shik there, links with Hyunggu Jang and Chang with the finish. Finally got some clean ball to work off, and they didn't disappoint.
And that's got the Korean crowd on their feet. Something to celebrate.
It's been a tough afternoon, but that was an excellent finish. Crowd looking well hydrated.
Jang, Hyunggu, oh, with a brilliant strike. Puts the extra two. That's really good work. It's 56 plays 10, 57 minutes gone.
Yeah, the standard of goal kicking this afternoon here has been excellent.
It really has. That's something to spark the South Korean team. Exactly what they needed.
Korea will probably be rueing turning down a couple of kickable penalties in the last 5 minutes against UAE from similar positions last week.
Terry gets this one down to their open side flanker Park, who's met in a good collision.
90 seconds.
Oh, great quick hands. Oh, this is good from South Korea. Oh, they stabbed this one through. Oh, they're able to pull that in. Advantage to Terry. Gets it to Eltier, and Vanderschmidt has got a bit of space. Big left foot step there from Vanderschmidt. Oh, Faisal. Hey, I'll have a go. Links up with McKinley West. Oh, he goes again. Scott. Vanderschmidt. Scott again. Oh, and that's really good defensive work from the big man Lee Hwan-jae.
Yeah, did well to get down low over the ball there, Lee Hyun-jae.
And the South Korean side have finally risen to the challenge, and they're looking a lot stronger now. Oh, that's a brilliant kick. Oh no, it's gone too far. It looked like it was going to bounce out. But the bounce of the rugby ball can be an odd thing. And unfortunately, that pulls them right back for a scrum.
Yeah, just got a little bit too greedy there, Jang Hyunggu.
Just as the momentum is shifting, a small error like that really hurt you.
can't blame them for trying to carve off a decent piece of territory. They've been camped in their own half for the majority of this match.
Absolutely. It was literally inches away from being a brilliant kick. That one goes down, but it's play away, so Coombs gets it to the new man, Barker, who finds Hill. Holds it up nicely. Denmark, oh, with a bit of space. And a lovely fend there, Max Denmark. Oh, he's so hard to put away, Max Denmark. That is a brilliant try.
Individual brilliance there from Max Denmark. Got rid of about 3 defenders there.
He was identified as a danger man from the start of this game. And his first real opportunity with ball in hand, he comes up with the goods. Max Denmark, an incredible athlete. Just look at the power and the pace. It's just too much.
Power, pace and balance, he's the full package. Double Asian Games gold medalist in the sevens competition.
That's just the retaliation Hong Kong China would be looking for after that last facet of play. To Terry. Another beautiful strike there from Terry.
등번호 10번 선수가 커버킥을 성공해 2점을 추가 득점했습니다. Number 10 from Hong Kong, China scores
Excellent exhibition of goal kicking
for traditional point.
and game management from Terry this afternoon.
He has been rock solid today. Kim switches sides, goes to the right, hangs this one up. It's well taken from Pryor. Vanderschmidt, oh, trucks it up nicely, spins around one, gets a lovely offload to McKinley West. He's got Christie there. He gets met in a good saving tackle. Oh, it's messy now, but it's gone backwards. So Hong Kong China need to get this one away. Cinnamon steadies the ship. Christie, who's made his way onto the field. Barker with a big floaty ball across the hill. Oh, that one gets snapped up by the try scorer Chang. He could go in for a second here, and he will. Oh, that's brilliant from Chang. What an athlete. Chang Yong-hyun has been brilliant for South Korea. He's the man that they've looked to spark something, and he's come up trumps once again.
Yeah, excellent read there by Chang. And then had the athleticism to leap up into the Incheon sky and pluck it out. There we go. And then has the pace to finish as well. So some good minutes from him or moments from him in the second half.
네, 여러분 우리 대한민국 선수들을 위해서 뜨거운 응원과
Unfortunately, just cramping up in the end goal now, so
부탁드리겠습니다.
hopefully he's all right.
Throughout this campaign, this back three of South Korea have showed real promise.
All 3 members part of the Sevens program.
Jang looks to get the extra 2. The strike of the ball there from Jang.
15번 장영구 선수가 컨버전 킥을 성공해 2점을 추가 득점했습니다. Number 15 from Korea set a conversion kick and scored traditional point.
63 plays 17 down here in the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship.
Just off camera, it looks like Chang's got up and is jogging back into play.
That's a good sign for South Korea. Good take there from Jiang. inside the 22. Well taken there, and they're happy to run it from their own half. Oh, Kim gets it out wide. Oh, this is brilliant here from South Korea. Oh, they love it out in the open space. They need to get quick ball. No does well. Oh, that's brilliant there from the big number 22, Kim, trucking it up the midfield. The reserves have really made a big impact here for South Korea.
Yeah, come on and brought plenty of vigour and energy, and they've won a penalty for offside, so opportunity for them to maybe look for the corner. Jun Young Shik showing his pace down this right-hand flank.
Electric out wide. Kim Ki-min.
A couple of players getting attended to at the moment. She's been a fast old afternoon here in Incheon.
And hot and humid conditions. A real battle. As we see Terry not looking in the best of shape.
It's a brave effort for him on the covering tackle, one-on-one with the big winger.
Hong Kong, China have already put on all their back reserves, so it'll be interesting to see what they do if he can't continue.
Which one of the forwards would you be picking to have a wee stint out in the back line?
Well, I think that they've put on the full gambit of reserve players, so it'll be interesting to see who that they transition across. I'm sure there are plenty of forwards there that would love to put their hand up for it.
Yeah, I can see big Luke van der Schmidt running down the 12 channel.
That would be a sight.
Obviously a little bit one-sided on the scoreline, but we've been treated to some exciting rugby.
We definitely have. There's been plenty of entertainment here for your viewing pleasure. A reminder of the importance of this contest. The winner going through to the Rugby World Cup in Australia in 2027. I'm sure all the UAE fans are also cheering on Hong Kong, China, because if they win, UAE get to go to that qualifying tournament in Africa and have one last roll of the dice to get their slot in the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, they were good value for their win down in sweltering conditions in Colombo yesterday.
It was an entertaining game of rugby, really close. 29-21 was the final scoreline. But Sri Lanka, I've been really impressed with in this tournament so far. Not only have they brought a lot of these teams really close on the scoreboard, but they've had tremendous support from their crowd. Rugby is really growing in Sri Lanka, a great addition to this Asia Rugby Championship. It's their first time in this contest since 2014, and I think they've done themselves really proud.
Yeah, definitely great to see the crowds they've drawn down there, not only in this Asia Rugby Championship, but also in the warm-up series against the New Zealand under-85 team.
That was some fantastic rugby to watch. Really enjoy the under-85 program that New Zealand Rugby are putting on at the moment, making the game accessible to all shapes and sizes. And if you watch that game, you would have noticed how strong and powerful some of these guys are. As we see some of the Hong Kong fans that have travelled all the way over to support their team.
Great effort by them making the trip up this weekend. I'm sure it's appreciated by the players out there having that support away on the road.
And this is a sad sight to see. Nathan Terry getting stretchered off. He has been brilliant today so far in this test match. 9 from 9 off the tee, and he has marshalled his troops around quite nicely.
Yeah, clinical display by him. Hope it's nothing too serious, because he's going to be a key player going forward for this Hong Kong China outfit. Receiving polite applause from the crowd.
As Inbum gets us back underway. And Korea this time try their hand at the driving ball. This is set quite nicely, actually. He has to pick and go himself, does Huang Lee. And they put the little stab through. And Chang's chasing this one. But Christie does nicely to clean that up. Puts it on the toe. There wasn't a lot of room there to work there for Christie. So it's going to be a 5-metre line out and another great attacking opportunity here for the South Koreans.
Yeah, good work there by Christie, getting back in cover. Captain of the Hong Kong China Sevens team, so probably plays a bit of a role as a sweeper in that game. Korea just a little bit lateral with their attack there, so forced into putting it onto the boot.
Great line-out take there up the front. Their line-out has been operating a lot smoother in the second half. The ball is set and they're driving close to the line, and it's a pick and go. It's try time for Huang and Bum in the corner. Brilliant score there for South Korea.
Yeah, good cameo off the bench from Huang and Bum. He's come on and been accurate with his throwing, and he reaps the rewards there by jumping on the back of that well-structured drive from the Korean pack.
I've been really impressed with the impact that the South Korean bench has made. The lineup has definitely shored up a lot since they came on, and they get the rewards for it this time. A challenging kick here for Jiang. Huanggu right on the sideline. It's a lovely strike, but it's pushed just to the left. So unable to convert. 63 plays 22, 69 minutes gone.
Yeah, another nice strike there, just pulled it a little bit.
And Hong Kong China in no hurry to get back
Let's go,
and get this one restarted.
Let's go,
There's a lot of tired bodies out there.
Energy sapping stuff in this high-scoring encounter.
As Joseph Barker takes on the kicking duties with Deteri off the pitch. Nice strike. Good little fielding kick, doesn't find touch. Eltier is there, finds Luke Vanderschmidt, who gets a big head of steam up and a big collision up towards the halfway from Vanderschmidt. The ball gets bobbled, but they played that from an offside position. So they get away with that one, Hong Kong China.
It's scary stuff for the defence there, seeing Luke Vandersmith steaming up off the back fence.
Big collision there, but he was up to the challenge. Park Junyong playing just found himself in an offside position, giving Hong Kong China yet another opportunity in South Korea's 22.
Personnel changes for Hong Kong China, so let's see if this line out keeps rolling with the same efficiency.
It's a lovely take there from Jenkinson. The ball is set. Scott's got it in control at the back. It's inching towards the touchline, so Christie gets it away to Denmark, who pops that one across to Eltier. Christie flicks this one out to Scott, who's looked really good since he's come on. Hill making a big collision. Vanderschmidt. He's well taken care of. Herstich. Oh, flicks that one off nicely to Christie to keep the ball alive. But another massive collision there from Che. Christie to Vanderschmidt. Barker, flat ball to Hill, can't keep it. But again, another penalty there from the South Koreans, this time for a high tackle.
Yeah, it's that defensive discipline once Hong Kong trying to get through a few phases that's been letting South Korea down today. Gives Barker an opportunity to drive Hong Kong China up towards the 5 metre line. He's put it right on that 5 metre line.
Lovely kick there from Barker. Hong Kong China happy to slow things down a little bit now. They're in no rush to get this set. 7.5 minutes left to play. An entry to the Rugby World Cup on the line. Scott finds McKinley West, but that one unfortunately goes wayward. It's going to be a scrum there for South Korea.
Tough place for Korea to exit from here, but they've looked a lot more lively in the second half. Scored a couple of good tries through Chang.
They've had glimpses of real brilliance, South Korea.
It's been the set piece that's been a bit of an Achilles heel for them on both sides of the ball.
And it's Piers McKinley West who they've put into that back line to fill that extra position. A dynamic ball carrier, he'll be comfortable in that role. But releasing the tackler is the call. So a number of errors just creeping into this game, slowing things down here in the final 10 minutes.
Yeah, understandable given the pace it's been played at and the heat out here this afternoon.
5 minutes! 5 minutes!
As Korea look to bring on number 19, Yang Dae-young.
That's a good line out take there from the South Koreans. Quang gets it out wide. Great little ball. Oh, massive collision there from Vanderschmidt. And they win the penalty. Huge defensive effort there from Luke Vanderschmidt.
Yeah, great hit by him, and he's pretty pumped up about it.
And a helping hand there from Faisal Solomon Penasia, who's also not the type of man you want to be running directly into. Bang!
Wow.
That's good. Sorry, Herstich and Vanderschmidt on top of that. Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant work.
It's been a good balance of skill and power from Hong Kong China today.
That's the sort of impact that they were looking for, bringing Luke Vanderschmidt on in these minutes. Final push here for Hong Kong China. A real good attacking opportunity.
So now Yang Dae-young has found his way on the field in 19 to replace Lee Hyun-jae.
Pryor gets it nicely up front, ball's back to Scott. Scott gives it to Christie, finds Hill on a flat line. Oh, that one's loose out the back. Well cleaned up though from Solomon Penasia. Jenkinson. Pryor. Good little short ball to McKinley West. Oh, Christie finds a little bit of space. try has to go in as halfback. Hurstich, who's got through a lot of work today. Max Denmark. Oh, he's able to break a tackle. So elusive in that contact area. But that one gets thrown into a returning South Korea player, putting him in offside, and it looks like he could be going to his pocket. Here he is. It's another yellow card for the South Koreans.
Yeah, persistent infringements inside their own 22 there, giving the referee no choice but to brandish the card. So they'll finish the game with 14 men on the park.
Yeah, it was clever from Christie. You could see the defending player just backtracking a little bit too slowly. Zips a pass into him, forcing the offside. Not a lot that Jan could do there.
Hong Kong, China discussing their options. Time ticking down on this one. So they'll start booking their tickets to Australia in 2027.
What an exciting time for Hong Kong, China. So much has gone into the build-up to this test match, and what a clinical performance they have put on so far, amassing 63 points against a strong South Korean side.
Just going to have a TMO check up on the big screen.
This match has been well officiated too by the referees.
Yeah.
Tsuka has done really well controlling this game, not letting it get out of hand.
네, 여러분 우리 한국 선수들을 위해서 뜨거운 응원과 함성
Done a good
부탁드립니다.
job throughout the officials in this Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship, so full credit to them.
Just having a look here for any foul play. It looks like they're just reviewing this yellow card, potentially.
As we can hear the Hong Kong crowd getting into their work now. They'll enjoy celebrating this victory in Incheon tonight.
Deliberation is over. Referee Ibuki Tetsuka coming to make his call. I think they're having a look if it's potentially a penalty try here. But they ruled it just an offside. There was covering defenders, so no penalty try awarded. Hong Kong China have the option. And it looks like they're shaping for a tap penalty play here. This could be interesting.
They've gone through every other aspect of their playbook.
Christie gets it to Vanderschmidt. Oh, who barrels over? Oh, Luke Vanderschmidt gets his try.
Nice set play there. Found the charging Luke Vanderschmidt.
Yeah, that's just great heads-up play, and it's so difficult to stop that close to the line. Just a good straight ball from Christie, and he flies over Luke Vanderschmidt. Great impact.
Puts the icing on the cake of a dominant display from Hong Kong China up here. Been really good this afternoon in every aspect. Set piece has worked immaculately. Phase play has been excellent. They've shown the ability to score through the drive and then also out wide.
Paul Eltier has taken over the kicking duties and bangs that easy one over. 70 points, plays 22. Korea with only 14 men on the pitch
4번
for the
홍콩
remainder
선수가
of this
커버
test
넘기를
match.
성공해 2점을 추가 득점했습니다. Number 14 from Hong Kong China succeeded conversion kick and scored 2 additional points.
It looks like Hong Kong China are going to get their 6th consecutive Asia Men's Emirates Rugby Championship under their belt, and the ticket to the Rugby World Cup in 2027. Massive performance here, and it's not over yet. It's Christie, finds Barker. Chang puts a bit of footwork, does well to get out of that tackle. Huang. Big collision. Good footwork there from Chang.
Yeah, pass has just drifted forward, unfortunately.
And there's a lot of tired bodies cramping up, gasping for air. It's been such a physical contest.
Yeah, Chang cramping up again. He's put in a lot of work this afternoon, scored 2 excellent tries.
He's covered a lot of metres, has Chang. Well in the backfield. A couple of nice tries. And that's the full-time hooter. It's all celebrations down here for Hong Kong China. One last scrum to play. Vanderschmidt flicks this one. Christie, Hill, happy to punt this one into the crowd. And Hong Kong China are your Asia Emirates Men's Championship finalist winners. Absolutely brilliant scenes here from Hong Kong China. A clinical performance and a step towards the Rugby World Cup.
Outstanding performance by Hong Kong China here today.
That's the end
Came
of the
up
match.
here
Please give a big round of applause to both teams for their hard
on the
work
back
and
of a dominant
sportsmanship.
run through this
The
competition.
final score between Korea and
You'd
Hong
have to
Kong,
say they saved their
China
best for
is
last, actually.
22-17.
Every aspect of their play was executed clinically. And they've booked themselves a ticket to the big dance in Australia in 2027.
They've been building for this moment for a long time, Hong Kong China, and it's all come together today. They looked strong with ball in hand. Their set piece was immaculate. Line out time, clinical, dominant up front. They're driving maul, such an attacking weapon. But this is just the first step in a long journey here for Hong Kong. They've got 2 years to build, and they're going to come across some really fierce competition in the lead up to the Rugby World Cup. They've got a number of more test matches to come. The international window in November. So keep an eye out for all the upcoming competition. And this win also very important for the UAE as it puts them at second place in this tournament, giving them their opportunity at Africa 2 playoff to find their way into the Rugby World Cup. But it's a day for celebration. History is made. Hong Kong China are going through to the Rugby World Cup in 2027.
Yeah, well-deserved victory by them. Korea, for their part, were a bit shell-shocked in the first half, but gave a far better account of themselves in the second 40. Scored 3 good tries, 2 to Chang Yong-hun out on the wing, and then Huang and Bum came on and made a difference at line-out time and picked up a try. But today's all Hong Kong's day. The man next to me, a former Hong Kong China representative, did an excellent job of calling the game, very neutral throughout, but you must be very proud of your teammates, former teammates.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I've seen the work that has been put in behind the scenes for this Hong Kong China outfit. They've done so much to get to this spot, and they've been so clinical today. It's great to see it all come together as we have a look back at some of the tries scored, and there was plenty of them. Lovely work there from Coombs, linking in with Sayers.
Yeah, excellent work from Coombs initially, and then Sayers has got a real nose for the try line.
This little play to Hill. That one actually got called back. Thomas Hill not behind the 10, unfortunately. Still a lovely bit of play nevertheless.
Yeah, runs a good line, but just got a little bit eager.
This was a nice little cheeky one up front here that Herstich pulled in.
Use that line out as a weapon in a variety of ways.
So effective for them, not only in this game, but this whole contest. They've really delivered at line out time. And an easy pick and go there for the captain who initiated it. As we look at Korea's try here, really nice work in the backfield to get Chang into the corner.
Yeah, good interplay between the Korean back three there, 14, 15 and 11. An incisive run from Jang Hyung-gu puts Chang in the corner.
And this was just a matter of sheer athleticism from Max Denmark. There's no way he should have scored that, but he is so big and powerful.
Gets through 5 defenders by himself there. Great finisher, Max Denmark. And the lovely pink boots.
This was just a great steal from Chang, who had a fantastic game today. So many high-speed meters in those legs.
Yeah, literally ran himself to a standstill, but had the speed and athleticism to finish that. Competed hard throughout Korea. As we see Hwang Imbum, who made a good impact off the bench, was accurate with his throwing. Picked up this mauling try on the back of some good work from his front 5.
And the icing on the cake here, Luke van der Schmidt barrels over for his try. Impressed with the impact that Luke van der Schmidt made in this test match.
Yeah, came on like a raging bull. Every carry was over the gain line.
Well,
just getting ready for the post-match presentations.
it's been a long journey here for Hong Kong, China, but time to celebrate. You can see the emotion from these players. It means so much to them. It has been a long time coming, but South Korea can hold their head high. They've had a challenging tournament, but have showed signs of brilliance and plenty to build for in the future. Rugby is strong here in South Korea.
Yeah, relatively inexperienced squad. They'll only benefit from this competition. Been well supported by an enthusiastic fan base over here on this near side. Korea coming into the tournament without a lot of rugby. Their last match prior to this championship was back in November against Zimbabwe out here. So big thing for them will be to get more exposure, play more matches. And they've shown some glimpses of skill and pace throughout. Scored 14 tries over 3 matches.
There's the head coach, Andrew Douglas, celebrating with his men. He'll be ecstatic, not only with this performance, but what the future holds for this outfit.
As Koreans pose for a final team picture.
It's been a long campaign. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of celebrations tonight here in Incheon.
Yep, players have toiled hard out here in the sweltering afternoon, 32 degrees. Important that they rehydrate well, maybe with a few brown fizzies.
Absolutely, that's on the cards. As we look to get into the post-match interviews. The home side up first, the captain Na Kwon-young, who had a pretty strong performance today, and he's had a good tournament altogether. A strong scrummager, and good with ball in hand.
Yeah, makes some big hits out in the wide channels as well.
Just trying to get the logistics sorted now.
Good to see the young fans coming in and enjoying this afternoon.
Plenty of entertaining rugby to keep your interest. As we switch over now to the South Korean captain, Na Kwon-young, in his post-match interview.
Alicia, have a day off with you.
Just having some technical difficulties here with the microphones.
It's good to see. We've mentioned it before, they're like a good contingent of travelling fans making the trip up. Here we go.
I've got with me Na, captain of the Korean team.
Yep.
Mr. Na, hard luck on the loss today. It means now you finish third in the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship and miss out on the playoff for the Rugby World Cup. How do you reflect on the tournament so far, like the whole tournament for your team, and what would you be looking to do different or next time for next year?
우선 8주 동안 팀워크를 향상하기 위한 합숙을 많이 했는데 오늘 그 생각만큼 우리가 준비한 게 많이 안 나와서 좀 아쉽고, 그렇지만 앞으로 이 대회가 끝났으니까 홍콩의 월드컵 진출 축하하고 또 월드컵에서 좋은 결과 있기를 바라겠습니다.
Okay, I'm sure you've got a lot to reflect on as a team, and we wish you all the best for the coming years.
Yep.
I'll give you now time to go back to your team and cool down and relax. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Nah, congratulating Hong Kong there on the victory.
Him and him? Me and him? What do you mean? No, after Josh. After the captain, then the player of the match. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, Josh.
Next up, we have the captain from Hong Kong, China, Joshua Herstich, to give his words on the fixture.
Okay, with me now, Josh, captain of Hong Kong, China, winning captain. Congratulations on winning the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship and securing a win spot to the Rugby World Cup 2027. What are your emotions now?
It's pretty overwhelming, to be honest. Yeah, just super proud of our playing group, our management, coaching staff, people behind the scenes. There's a lot that goes into making a team successful, and also the families and fans who have travelled. There's a lot of sacrifice. So just thinking of all those people and just being grateful to them for giving us an opportunity to be great.
Absolutely. So you come in with 2 wins out of 2. Did you expect to be this dominant today?
We do have high expectations of ourselves, and Korea, we knew they were going to put up a good fight, and they had a really good purple patch in there and tested us. And I just want to congratulate them on another strong ARC and wish them all the best going forward.
Good stuff. So I know there's a lot of emotions now. Any final words you would like to say to your players, to the fans, to family back home?
Yeah, just thanks to everyone who's supported us through this campaign, and to the people. This success of this group has built long before this group. It's the past players, the people that have followed us all the way through. So just a massive thank you to everyone who's backed us, and we're going to need them for the upcoming years, because it's going to get pretty special.
Absolutely. We've got two years now to prepare for a big tournament. Good luck with that, and let you go to join the team.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Asia Rugby for hosting us again.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you. And I would like now to invite His Excellency Qais Abdullah Dale, President of Asia Rugby, to hand in the Emirates Player of the Match trophy to Nathan, number 10 from Hong Kong, China.
And that's brilliant to see. Nathan Deterry getting the man of the match performance here in this test match. He had a spectacular game off the kicking tee, made 9 from 9, and led the team around the field really, really well. Also inspiring words there from the captain, Josh Hurstich. You could see the emotion, how important this win is for Hong Kong China Rugby. It means so much to these players. They can really build now into something special in 2 years' time.
Yeah, great team effort by them. Contributions across the board.
For the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship. 아시아 러비 에미레이트 챔피언십 회회식에 와주신 여러분 환영합니다. Before the start, on behalf of Asia Rugby, thank you to the Korea Rugby Union, Incheon Namdong Asian Rugby Stadium, and all the volunteers involved. 시상식을 시작하기에 앞서 아시아 러비를 대신해서 대한러비협회 남동 아시아드 러비 경기장 그리고 모든 관계자 직원 여러분들께 감사 인사를 드립니다. Please let me bring VIPs to come forward. 다음으로 VIP 분들을 앞으로 모시겠습니다. His Excellency Qais Abdullah Al-Dalai, Asia Rugby President. His Excellency Young Bok-shin, President of Korea Rugby Union. 아시아 러비협회 케이스 압둘라 알달라이 회장님, 그리고 대한 러비협회 신영복 회장님 앞으로 나와주시면 감사하겠습니다.
And the winners of the 2025 Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship are Hong Kong, China.
다시 한번 소개해드리겠습니다. His Excellency Qais Abdullah Al-Dalai, Asia Rugby President. 아시아 러비협회 케이스 압둘라 알달라이 회장님.
Well, Nick, it's been a massive performance down here from Hong Kong, China. Not only have they won their 6th consecutive title, they've booked their ticket to Australia 2027 Rugby World Cup in an excellent performance, beating out South Korea What a fantastic group of men and an incredible journey. Hong Kong China Rugby is in a brilliant place.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved victory by them. Came out here, dominated from the offset, and well worthy of the spot in the World Cup.
Everyone will keep their eyes on this journey for the next 2 years, building in. There'll be plenty of rugby to come and watch. But for today, that's all she wrote. Hong Kong China, the victors in the 2025 Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship. On the call today was Ashton Hyde alongside Nick Goodman. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
네, 기념사진 촬영을 끝으로 회식을 모두 마치겠습니다. 아시아 럭비 에미레이트 챔피언십을 우승한 홍콩 차이나 팀 축하드립니다. Congratulations to the Hong Kong China men's team on winning the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship.
Restart.
That was good, Gav.
That's good. Good start. I'm not going to say it. Not to say it again. Okay, with me I've got Andrew Douglas, winning coach. Congratulations, mate. You just secured the Asia Rugby Emirates Men's Championship, which comes with a ticket to Rugby World Cup 2027. How are the emotions now?
Yeah, look, it's been a massive campaign, Gaith. Obviously, a lot of emotion involved in that. Having my family here and flown all the way from New Zealand to spend this week here, and support is amazing. And a number of players, you can see the support. Their partners have flown across, families have flown across, your grandmother's here, come all the way here. So it's made it a really, really exciting week. And so there is a bit of emotion there, to be fair, and probably started to hit us a little bit this morning in the preparation. And obviously, once that final whistle went, the relief sort of came out of us. It was a fantastic feeling.
Absolutely. So you came in dominant. What were your key focus areas coming to this game?
Yeah, we didn't want to change too much. We obviously wanted to squeeze Korea early and play territory and then maul and try and work their forward pack over a little bit. And I thought we did that really well in that first 20 minutes. Obviously, that red card, we started to lost a little bit of our structure, as you'd expect. We had to work through that period, which, you know, after we adjusted, we got a bit better, but then had the injury at the end. We'd used our subs-bench by that stage, so we played about 40 minutes with 14 men, so a lot of fatigue at the end of that game, as you could see.
Exactly. What was the message when you were playing with less players? Yeah, especially that Korea, we just sort of had a comeback in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we were
trying to slow the game down, to keep it really simple, to be honest, and still playing the right parts of the field and not do anything silly, which goes against our natural instinct of wanting to play. But we managed parts of that well. Other parts we probably didn't manage well, but we got the result. Perfect.
So you got 2 years ahead of you now, a lot of work to get to Australia. What's the message to the men, the group of men you have here?
Look, they're just so excited. I think we'll give them a break now and let them enjoy tonight. We'll celebrate tonight, and certainly, and this is why you do the game for, just so you can enjoy moments like this. So we'll come back in August. You know, we tried to prep a little bit for the next 2 years, and now it's serious. We have to really get down to it and plan pretty heavily, and ask World Rugby for some support there and put some pressure to help union nations like us that, you know, we don't have a lot of resourcing rugby-wise, so it'd be nice if World Rugby can come to the party and help us out there.
Absolutely. I think they deserve a break. They deserve to enjoy the night. Congratulations. I'll let you go join your team now.
Thanks very much, guys. Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, alright.